perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Darkest Dungeon. And hey, Jupiter. Last time, we had a bout of bad luck. A lot of bad luck.
Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
Yep. And let's see, how's everyone who's kind of stressed needed... Okay, and everyone who isn't, perfect. Okay, so... Yeah... It's not been great. And in the US, today is Memorial Day. And, well, let's memorize those, let's look over those we've lost so far. Week 1, I lost an entire party. Gand, the Antiquarian. Emery, the Musketeer. Pennant, the Vestal, and Berengar, the Flagellant. Whole party wipe on week 1. Yeah. Yep. Benoit. McCult. McCult, week 50. Yeah. Tang Sok, Adventure Flagellant. Talbase, Nesden, Gulafer, Faintree, Tilly, Marches, Renaud, Furnival, Bolsevesque, Mortagne, Damours, Marchemain, Verdun, Basnage, Auvray, Mortemain, Brimeau, Rochette, Dismos, Damours, Fitzelan, Beauchard, Bonnel, Grand Thames Mesnil, Munaville, Howard, and Bannerton. Yeah, we've lost a lot of souls. But the war marches on against the dark. So, we're after the Viscounts, ideally. Both Pole and Baljat survive, but if I'm honest, I don't have any Vestal or anyone capable of going after him. So, I don't have a good healer. So, when it comes to levels, yeah, the level 5 or 6 I would need, I don't have. So, let's see. We do have Bertrand as our new vet. Yeah, Bertrand is our Vestal. Let's see. Let's see. Then, okay, we want one of the middle quests. Bounty Hunter's Talent for extra accuracy and more food, though. Not great. Tenacity Ring gives you more death blow resistant dodge. Less crit chance, but those are both pretty good defensive options. Long. Yeah. And going after the Necromancer Lord. Why not? We'll go after the Veteran. We'll go after the Bounty Hunter Talisman. So we're heading into the Warrens. Which means Giscard is worth it. The burden of suffering cannot be shared? What the fuck are you? Hagiomania? Wait, are you honestly saying he expects to die, he expects to do a quest alone? Okay. No, okay. I don't know what that was about. Okay. Mucident. Well, might as well if we're... Antiquarians are always good for extra money. And we're heading into the Warrens, so... Bleed damage is ideal. So, Barasa. Yeah, I can see it. Good thing we've already defeated the Fanatic. That doesn't mean we're safe. That means he could still probably show up after a certain point. Alright, but we know who we're taking. So then from there, we now need to look at their equipment. Alright. Let's see. Eternity's Collar is just good because if things go bad, he's going to be able to hold on longer. The extra death blow resist, the extra damage when he's highly stressed, just, it's a good item to have overall. Then from there, if I'm honest, because he's cursed, because he already has the curse, I hate to say it, but yeah, less stress. So it takes us longer to build up to the collar being perfectly useful, but in general, less stress is always preferred. Borasa, our bleeding specialist. Less debuff resist, more dodge. Yeah, more scouting chance, and if I'm honest, anything for bleed chance would be... Yeah. Like, adding extra bleed is pretty much all we need. Yeah. Of course he's a Warren's foe, but oh well. Alright. Mucident. I mean, just the usual. Oh, did we lose the Rhino Head? Yeah, we lost the Rhino Head. Unless... Is it on someone else? Yeah, it was just on someone else. Okay, the extra life and the 25% resistance. Bertrand, well, we have 2 of each of them, so Book of Healing and the scroll. There we go. So her healing hits for more. Alright. We'll go with that. Now, and since we're going to be... Let's look at Sanitarium, see what we can get rid of on our high-level guys. So, Montbray. Thin-blooded... Yeah, thin-blooded, getting rid of that. That'd be fine. Anything we would want to... Honestly, none of these are particular So just getting rid of Thin-Blooded on him would be nice. And Baljat. Yeah, get rid of Soft. Just all of this. Yeah, get rid of Soft first. Lock in Faded. Chance to turn any miss into a hit. So no matter his accuracy, he always has an extra chance to hit. I like that. It's a little expensive, but I think it's worth it. Because that's one of those things. Now that these guys are legends, now you want to work on slowly removing all their weaknesses and locking in their strengths. Alright. Then from there, I was going to say, the only person who needs some more get some upgrades to his abilities. Okay. Yep, we're good there. Alright. Let's get to work. Yep, on the Warrens. Probably some, Oh, I unequipped everyone, damn it. Right, I unequipped everyone. Whoops, that includes the people I just equipped for this. Okay. So, the extra scout chance and... yeah, bleed. Just the extra bleed, because that's mainly what we need him to do. Musadent... yeah, just the usual. And good. Okay. Alright. So it's a medium, so the usual stack and a half, take 2 shovels, stack and a half of torches. And from there, we already get the 1 key. Alright, 3 blood. Alright, let's get digging, folks.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
90% of rooms need to be explored. We don't have to win every fight, we can even run. But I think we'll be alright. A little odd to see a skeleton out here. But, let's see, well, yeah. Go for the nervous stab. You got a decent chance to hit. Nice, and a crit, no less. Okay, so you're dead. Yeah. Okay. Figured try going after her. And Judgment. A little bit of damage. Alright, so Stress to start off. Oh, wow, we actually dodged it.
The slow death.
And the skeleton smacks, yeah.
Unforgiving.
Bump and grind, baby. Bump and grind. Stressful incantation. We got this. Yeah. And thank you for everybody watching. I think 5's the highest I've had so far. Oh well. Okay. Honestly, it's one of those things where, oh no, the Flagellant has some damage on him. It's actually beneficial to, yeah, the Flagellant taking damage is actually fine.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
If for no other reason, then the Flagellant is alright, kicked off. Okay, just make them sick. The Flagellant has more than a few moves that heal himself and someone else in the party while harming the enemies. Alright. And remember, we have to hit 90% of rooms.
Wealth beyond measure.
Which means
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
All we have to do is enter the rooms. So if a room has a bad fight we can't handle, we can just run away. And this was just some free rooms here, so that's at least nice.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Let's see. Oh, the emeralds are better than the citrines, and I'll just use the... Yeah, I'll just use the torch now. I'm not engaging the eggs because that's not worth it. As much as we have enough invitations into the Viscounts for the moment, so we can move on. Because the eggs all the eggs there that are throbbing there are for the Crimson Court DLC, for those unfamiliar, where it gets us access to those fights. Alright, and in the light we fight giant maggots, ladies and gentlemen, giant maggots. Yeah. Yeah, it's about as gross as you can imagine. Just pick one.
Back to the pit.
Dog managed to get rid of one. Nervous stab.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Now, you can also go, they're disgusting, they're maggots, but what's the threat of them? They carry diseases frequently, and they stun. Yeah, their attack stuns. So you can be theoretically stun locked by these little bastards.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright. And luckily, we got the first moves.
Cleansed from our lands.
Alright. And yeah, Antiquarian's paying for herself right now. Alright. So now, we've cleared out the 3 bottom rooms. We've cleared out everything. We don't have to worry about them. We now just have the rest of the map to go. And remember, check everything with the Antiquarian, because that's what gets you additional relics. The crests, I get it over the Bounty Hunter helm, because it's nice, but it's a move resist. The unmovable helmet, it's nice, and it's nice to pull enemies out of position, but it's not the greatest focus.
Will find no clemency in this place.
Yeah. Once these two get to wasting, I could feel fine, but the Crimson Curse is that little red symbol above their HP bars. It indicates what status of hunger they're in. Right now, both of they're craving the blood, and there's a next status effect where they're wasting away. If I gave them the blood in our inventory right now, they would both go into what they would call blood frenzy, where they start to become far more aggressive and attack on their own. And I'd rather keep control of my party during a fight. As you can see, though, the Crimson Curse also does quite a bit of negatives to you. Stun resist, blight resist, bleed resist, less HP, less virtue chance, but you get +2 speed. I always love the people who try to be optimistic about this stuff. I'm like, no, it just sucks. There is the upside that you want to look at. It's not really great. Alright, 2 back-to-back fights, and we got the secret room. That's this gold little star. The secret room is basically means if we can make it to it, this mission will always show a profit for us. So, don't care about you. Get the extra torch.
If only treasure could staunch the flow.
Alright, first fight.
Worldly corruption.
Alright, it's the Bloodsuckers. They're the ones who gave us the Crimson Curse in the first place. I love the interpretation of vampires being just literal mosquitoes and leeches. Little mosquitoes. Alright.
The ground quakes.
Leave those two in the back. You've got a good chance. And try.
Confidence surges.
Alright,
as the
that
enemy
does get us
crumbles.
another invitation. We didn't really need it, but hey, might as well take what we can get. Yeah, just start weakening the bugs.
Sedated.
Yeah, pre-digestion. The bug on the head of the corpse basically vomits up at you. Bombing run, which inflicts bleed. I mean, try and get that one dead. Oh, we got the bleed off it.
Slowly.
Nice.
Gently. This
And
is
yeah.
how a life is taken.
So, alright, weakening the bug further. Like I said, I let the flagellant
Momentary
drop,
abatement.
their HP drop further than I will let anyone else's.
As the fiend falls,
Because the flagellant taking damage just unlocks his better heals. Like when he's below 40% HP, he literally has a punch attack that inflicts bleed, exsanguinate, melee attack, base accuracy of 105, bleeds for 8 points for 3 rounds. It is one of his most powerful bleeding attacks. His basic smack does 5, his ranged one does for 4. In addition, he heals 46% of his max HP, but then he gets slower and gets a little weaker and doesn't heal as much for a round. So, it's one of those things of, I'll heal everyone else before I will heal the flagellant. Yes, yes. And she's basically just craving it so bad she's making everyone else miserable.
great is
There
the
we
weapon
go.
that cuts on its own.
And there's the invitation. Another bleed. Alright, do I really take the invitation? I might as well. Okay. So, take one torch, use the other, and we'll leave the other crest for now. Alright, time for a room fight. These are usually full party 4s, so... Yep, and more of the bloodsuckers. And she didn't have the Crimson Curse, she now has it. Alright. Yeah. Okay. As things stand... Alright. We're using the debuff. Cool. That drops his protection 27%, so he's only got 3% of his usual 30. That's actually pretty nice, so let's start adding bleed to him. Alright, she's wasting. Okay, so we can finally give her the blood, so... Because, again, I don't want her going into the Antiquarian going into Bloodlust. We'll get the dodge buff.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Try getting that bug weaker. Yeah. Since we're all infected, we no longer need to fear the attacks of these guys. But he's called the Chevalier. Yeah, we want to kill him whenever possible. Okay, the bug's dead because it'll bleed on the start of its turn. But yeah.
Death by inches.
Alright. Yeah, we want to hit and kill the Chevalier because he actually he's the only real major damage dealer in this team. And 21. That's the power of marking the target first. Alright. Yeah. From there, let's just start weakening the last bug. Because as you might have noticed, the other one with the bug on the guy's corpse, it's a bit slow. It honestly has a pretty low accuracy. And there, at the top of its turn, it's gone. Perfect. So all that's left is you, the Supplicant. So we could, like, 6 to 10. Here's the big thing. Hound's Rush by itself is decent attack, 100 accuracy. Only bleeds for 2 points. But there's a big bonus of 90% if its target has been marked, effectively doubling its damage. So whether you need it for that extra turn. Thankfully though, this guy's only got 13 HP, so we don't need to worry about it. And yeah, I could heal the flagellant. Okay,
A momentary abatement.
we'll heal the flagellant up.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Heavy crit on us, but well, finish him off. No need to drag this fight out.
As victories mount,
All right.
so too will resistance.
Okay, I'm taking the paintings over the anti-venom, just because we've been lucky with that so far. Alright. And check this chest, anything good?
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles,
Nothing I especially
paid
need.
for in blood.
No, there's no blood there. Alright, now here's the big thing to remember is, checking this quest in particular is 90% of rooms. So every empty room... Okay. He became a tippler. Okay, so he'll only drink for
Such
stress
blockages
relief
are
now.
unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Alright. So yeah. Basically we just need to work our way through. Effectively what I'm trying to say is that every empty room just puts us that much closer to our goal. And secret room. Okay. Yep, so use the key. And we have now made enough money
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
to justify this entire expedition and then some. Because these little trinkets we're seeing here, they're called the puzzling trapezohedrons. They're worth 3,500 gold apiece, which is more money than we can carry in a single slot with the actual treasure. So, normal cash and gold is not worth as much. Get rid of the dog bones. Alright. And this is probably another room fight. We'll go in shadowy, because then we'll camp as soon as this is done. Because we're most of the way through. Okay. Not the worst fight. Okay. He's down to wasting, so can give him a drink, and he'll be back at... Yeah, so we're back in control there. Let's start bleeding the two in the back. Of all the enemies here, the biggest danger is this one here. The Swine Wretch. That vomit attack induces stress, it's not very damaging, but it also tends to give various diseases, which are all just generally status debuffs. So, yeah, the Wretch goes. Next will be this pig here with the drums, because he's another stress attacker. Yeah, stresses our people out. Then we can just carefully take out the two worms, because they're actually the less dangerous part of this. They can inflict blight, but that's about the sum total of the threat they represent. Yeah, like, and they are considered beasts, so we do get a 30% bonus from Hound's Rush. Didn't get the bleed that time. FMS, yeah. Make his bleed worse. There we go, so he dies next turn. Now that's the key trick to doing a lot of damage in this game. Status effects stack. So if an attack does, say, like, inflicts 2-3 bleed damage, you hit them with the same attack again, they are now taking, instead of 2 to 3, 6, 9, 12, 18. You see where this can get kind of ridiculous? Yeah. So there are limitations, there are errors that happen, but just realize the damage output you guys can have with status effects with certain characters can be phenomenal.
Masterfully executed.
Nice. Yeah, the Vestal. You are damned! Alright. Once again, the Flagellant is built around the point of he wants the damage. Hell, he actually has an ability that lets him take the blight off other people to himself. Just because. He wants all the damage. He wants to be low at HP. And we'll just have you heal yourself up. Going after the dog, the Houndmaster. The art is amazing in this game. And the dog takes it out.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Indeed. Alright, we got the scouts. 2 empty rooms. Well, let's camp.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Alright. So, Hound's Watch prevents nighttime ambush because you're resting now. People will get some sleep. There's a chance of being ambushed, unless you have specific skills that prevent that. Therapy dog, and then you also have Therapy Dog. Less stress everyone in the party, and then less stress per battles. An affectionate nuzzle should put your hearts right. Alright. From there... From there, let's go... Let's chant with the Vestal. Yeah. Less stress for a turn. Then cure her... Huh. Almost everyone got blighted at some level. Alright, whose blight's worse? Okay, you only have it for 1 more round, you have it for 2 rounds, you have it for 2 rounds. Okay. Alright.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Alright. Okay. He's now a Warren Scrounger. What did that take the place of? Clother. Not the greatest swap out, but I can live with it. Alright, well, we'll head south first. Not that it makes much of a difference. Okay, sack empty. Yep. And trap. We'll let the antiquarian try. Nope. So she gets a little bled. Alright, we knew this was an empty room. Yeah. Alright. Ooh! This has the potential to be kinda bad, but we should get through this. The twitching maggots both are, again, they can help stun lock you and inflict diseases. The slavering ghoul, his big point is that he has 40% protection. So any damage you do to him is reduced by 40%. However, his blight and bleed resists are actually fairly low. And the other major problem with him is just the amount of stress damage he can hand out.
Executed
but we should be alright. Because worst case scenario,
another
like,
one falls.
The worst case would be the maggots got to go on you. and stunned half your party, and then he just starts handing out stress. But we handled it pretty well. Now, let's hope for some good dodges. And from there, yeah, get the Antiquarian up. Okay, goes for Rend, which is his bleed attack, which also inflicts what? Yeah, plus 15 stress for 3 rounds, yeah. From there, these two just start swailing on each other. Yeah. Again, because it's not just, by the way, it's not just DOT attacks. Any kind of buff can stack and become more powerful. Where the dodge buff is normally 9, you add it again, now it's 18. So that's an 18% chance for him to miss. Additional now. So a lot of this game is figuring out what stacks with what teams, what composition of your team will work the best. Alright, yep, that's stunned. Yeah. Because we've removed, what, most of his protection at this point. Yeah, his protection's down to 13% thanks to the Houndmaster's marking him. Which does a nice bonus. In addition, doubles, remember, it doubles the damage of Beast Rush. So, Hound's Rush, 10 to 19. If it hit, it was gonna kill.
Perhaps the turning point.
Alright, 12,000. Alright. And we'll leave it. Just in case. Alright, this room. Ah! We're done. That was 90%. Yeah, we're good. Let's just take what we got and go.
The twisting tunnels.
We could stay and try and find some more treasure, but if I'm honest, I'm pretty satisfied bringing home almost 27,000. And that gave us more experience, so 2 of our people just leveled up. Wheeled Explorer, Fate. Oh god, Giscard got faded. We may want to lock that in on him.
Finally, the serum is working. And the side effects are manageable.
Alright. So this week, the medical ward is free. Yeah. So, if anyone has any diseases we need to get rid of, this is a week it's free to do so, but we don't have anyone. I make sure to take care of diseases right away. Yeah. Because that shit don't fly. Another Vestal. Yeah. Yeah, second Vestal is still good. Alright, that puts us at...
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Alright, now stress levels, let's see. Who is stressed? Moosident. Yeah, go have some drinks. Anyone else? Altard's gone missing, so he'll be back next week. Probably with some new headache. Alright, everyone else is looking pretty good, so... yeah, don't need that. Alright, let's see. That was another success in the Warrens. Alright. Now... how are we looking? Like, Bajat. Alright, so, yeah. just thinking, can I make a team that could potentially work in getting us a little further into the Viscount area? Because Baljat is good bleed. Polele, our Hellion, is good bleed. No, we don't have enough. I mean, theoretically, I would take Gordon and then Montbray. It's not the greatest party, and the lack of healing is nightmarish. But it could potentially be fantastic. Because basically how we would equip this team is, yeah, we would equip Bellow, Guard, take off Retribution, and Bolster. So basically he spends the entirety of most of the fight using Command to buff our accuracy and crit chance every turn. Then, when we guard like one of the two frontliners to buff their damage, say 66%, if I've been doing it for 3 turns. Then our Jester, pretty much like you see him. Stress healing to reduce that, to heal the stress damage, Slice Off and Harvest to do major damage. Then, yeah. Then Finale, in case we get shuffled or moved, he basically falls back and does 1 major hit. Pole, yeah, I would move her to the front. And yeah, so I swap Pole and Baljat so she can actually basically hit the front 3 echelons with bleed damage. Okay. Yeah, this team is basically, we're looking to bleed out the bugs. That is what we are looking to do. Now, with that said, we give him the Eternity's Collar because that's just useful. Then, if anything, the Mercurial Salve, plus 25% damage versus Bloodsuckers. And guess what's the entirety of that in this area? Nothing but. Then from here, yeah, the Hellion damage where she gets 20% damage basically for every quarter of HP she's missing, and only gets additional 10% stress. And honestly, nothing really stuns, so the 15% extra HP is pretty good. Gordon. I don't know what the stress, if it's considered below 26, plus 10, yeah, because the extra death blow resist and extra virtue chance are just nice. Sure, I don't know. We'll test it out, see if it's considered low light. Then, honestly, just the lucky dice. Extra chance to hit, extra dodge. Montbray. Now here's where we get some interesting options. Because again, he's meant to just basically sit in the back, guard whoever's got low HP, so he needs enough HP himself. In which case, I was going to say, the biggest thing is, these all give additional stress, but thinking of, yeah, like giving him a tough ring, which gives him more HP, less damage, his damage isn't going to matter, and extra protection. For a very small increase in the amount of stress he's going to be picking up. And then there, like, even just a debuff skill chance. Just so when I use Bellow, it's got a better chance of inflicting, but then again, giving him the tough ring and just... The Book of Sanity? Yeah, so he takes less stress damage. He's the anchor of the team, just basically buffing us. Alright, I can live with this. Make no mistake, this is still a bad team to go in this with. Straight healing we do not really have, but we've got ways around this. Again, the Flagellant can heal. Alright, yeah, this is not great, but we need to make some progress on the courtyard. So much of our team is Crimson Cursed at this point. Because once you beat the boss, the Crimson Curse is lifted lifted from all your people. But of course, our victory rewards, you'll notice there's the Countess's Invitation. She's the source of it all. So no, once we defeat this, it's not over. It's just one more step. Alright. So, take a stack of torches to pop bugs, a stack of shovels, food so we can heal between fights, 3 to keep people going, the only other thing I'm tempted to bring is some laudanum, just because there's a lot of things that inflict horror. So, yeah. Alright, we'll go with that. Let's do this. The Viscount has set the table. We just need to arrive to plate up his demise. You'll note that this is the largest map by far. Like, there is no map we've encountered that is anywhere near as large as this. Alright. Yeah. Yep, it's rotten food, guy. It's... Okay, oh, that's why you're wasting. Okay, so we'll fix that up. Nope, didn't mean to. There we go. Okay. So you're wasting. And... Okay. Yeah. The stress is why I have the Jester here. Okay. So as things stand, we're trying to push through. One of the reasons I bring the torches is these thronging hives. You burn them, you get some nice treasures,
well performed,
which help push you forward when inevitably the journey doesn't work out. Alright. So, we took the north path last time, ended up doubling back on ourselves. We'll see what's to the south this time. Might as well see the new thing. And Jester, I believe, has the best trappers. Yeah. So, off we go. Yep. Food triggers. Alright, first room fight. Oh, nothing for once. Alright, hallway fight. Alright. So, not the worst. Again, this is the strategy. He commands to buff our accuracy.
The blood quickens.
Alright. Yeah. Let's try... Actually, let's start working on the courtesans. The courtesans, you'll see there, have a couple of stress attacks. They can also cause others to protect them by using Damsel in Distress. They also have a targeting attack called Mind Your Manners, where they slap you. The Thirst is their big attack, though. Alright, getting her starting to bleed. Yeah, bleed the both of them. Yep, and keep bleeding the both of them.
A decisive pummeling.
Nice. So 5 damage on her. There's Damsel in Distress, where she feigns being in trouble to buff from the guy, and he takes damage in her stead.
The slow death.
But you see, the other courtesan did take 12 damage. Yeah, there's the blight. Alright. As things stand, might as well use bleed out on you. Yeah. Then... yeah, she gets less... Yep. Again. Command. Yeah. And bleed these two. Then... okay. How much bleed do they have? You have 8, you have 6. Alright, so you hit you, because that's a that's another chance to kill you.
Them all.
Oh, here's the Thirst, where she reveals she's no lady, but an actual massive blood-sucking bug. Yeah. And from there, slice off. Does more bleed, basically. Single target in the mid, unlike the Harvest. Oof. Nasty. Go ahead and buff the Hellion's damage. Yeah. Yeah, try to finish her off.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll finish it off.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright. So yeah, the biggest problem is Jester's gonna take a bit more damage. But again, that's what food's for. Alright. Alright, so no other path. By the way, those food carts, they can poison you, they can disease you, they can also have actual food on them. Hey, you take your gamble, folks. Alright. So, push on, keep her in. Alright. Alright. Other thing, note that the bloodlight... oh, actually, can we check? Because... okay, so his trinket does activate. Okay, plus 12 and less stress. And plus 10. Okay. So that does count. Okay, good to know. So the bloodlight here does count as actually being below the 26 threshold. Nice. Also, since there's no regular torchlight number where it's like 0 to 100 on how bright it is, if you use a torch, everyone gets a buff of 3 accuracy for 1 fight. Nice. So, Harvest to start getting them bleeding. Alright. So, you bleed out the front one.
Destroyed.
By the way, beasts generally don't leave corpses. Not always, but generally. It's just one of those guiding principles. Because no corpse means the enemies will be drawn forward. Rend is fine. Honestly gives her an excuse to use one of her better moves. Let's see. Slice off. Yeah. And yeah. Because the bleed's what, 3 damage? Yeah. Oh, Maggot actually would survive. Let's get rid of them.
Maintain the offensive.
And there's Howl. Horror, which means we take stress damage every turn.
Dread.
The reason I brought the laudanum. Cure that shit. Not worth it. Yeah. You know what? See if we can get bolstered. Less stress for a little bit. And bleed out. Actually, we should show this off. Because she's bleeding, and she has access to an ability called Adrenaline Rush. Cures Blight and Bleed, heals 4 HP, in addition gives her a 30% damage buff and 10 accuracy. In this situation, it's ideal. From there, yep, just keep adding the damage. Alright. Yeah, you're fine. Keep adding that accuracy. And we'll use a laudanum to get rid of your horror. Okay. And from there... Alright, that should be enough bleed. He dies on his turn. So... yeah, get some free HP. Yeah, 23 bleed damage. I think we had him. But yeah, if you have a team like this that's just dedicated to one status effect, you can conquer some pretty heavy targets. Assuming the targets are actually weak to it. Alright. And here we go. The worst part of these areas. North or south, just... completely blind. Let's see. North, why not? Oh. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You're blind to it, you don't know what's there. Ah, Hellion's now wasting. So, there's an argument to be made to put her in Frenzy, but if I'm honest, generally speaking, it's usually not worth it. Alright. And in this room we find enemy fight. No, a locked room with a yellow key. Okay, which means we're gonna have to go back, turn around. Because we need the yellow key, we do not have said yellow key, so we gotta head to the south. Alright. With any luck, it's down here. Oh, a blood flowers. Smash them. Get
If
extra
only
treasure.
treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Nah, we're good. Alright. Before we head in, because we know it's probably a fight. Yeah, just to edge your HPs up just a little bit more. Alright, let's see it. Oh! I expected this to be another fight. Nothing so far. Alright, but we're on the path looking for a yellow key. It'll be in a chest. Alright, we know that just leads up to there, so we can skip this battle for now. Just keep heading east. This is an obstacle, which is one of the reasons I brought the shovels. Because if you don't have a shovel, you have to basically do it by hand, and that causes both stress on the party, and they lose HP. Alright. This appears to be an elderly but shunned member of the damned court. We could investigate him. But if I'm not mistaken, he gives you something if he gives you treasures if you give him blood. But it's usually more trinkets, and I don't really feel the need to go after that. Alright, head south. Okay, just a room battle, not what we were looking for. We couldn't know. Alright. And from here, just keep slicing them open. Let them bleed out. Adding wine, yeah. Careless Whispers, which is just stress damage. And more horror. Okay.
The horror.
Yeah. Okay. First, laudanum, because your stress is high enough. Then, okay, we could either exsanguinate to hurt somebody. This time I think we'll actually redeem. So him and someone else get HP back. Yeah. As nice as the exsanguinate would be, I think the Jester was low enough on HP it justified using that. Alright. So from here, let's start bleeding out.
The ground quakes.
There we go. That Cortisan's got some nice damn bleed on her now. There's the thirst.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Well, good thing I healed him. Now, we're actually going to take the... not yet. We're going to get the bleed, some more bleed around. Once the Cortisans are gone, I think we'll start looking to, yeah, once the Cortisan's gone, I think what we'll do, most of all, is then just focus on stress healing. Alright. Think about bleeding. We tried. Alright. Yeah, give us some more accuracy.
Slowly, gently. This is how life is taken.
Not the worst. The blight sucks, but it's not the worst
Great
thing.
is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Alright, from there, now I'm going to start focusing on some stress healing. Specifically on the... Like, it's nice to have his bonus... Yeah, it's so nice to have his bonus damage, though. Alright. Because he has Eternity's Collar on, so when he's above 80% stress, 80 stress, he gets that extra damage buff. Alright. That should give him Exsanguinate. Yeah, go ahead. Put a hole in his stomach. Yep. Again, that does a grand total of, what? 9 bleed. Good gods. Let's make it worse.
Press this advantage.
Or just end it.
Give them no quarter.
Yeah, that sucks. But again, all it really does... Alright. Getting... Actually, the Man-at-Arms down some stress wouldn't be the worst. Yeah. Again, he's buffing our crit chance, so... Redeem... Yeah, both of you. There. He doesn't get much HP off it, but the man-at-arms does.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright. Got the scout. Well, we'll take care of that. Okay, that opens up some spaces. And gold, lead. Alright. We'll leave the crest for now. Alright. But yeah, you can see how the flagellant can easily keep a party alive, but not in a great position overall. Honestly, we'll leave it be for right now. Let's see what our next fight is. Oi! Okay. In this composition, the servant with the platter is the first one to die. Yeah, big surprise, we all got Crimson Curse. He is the one that will... Yeah. Less dodge, less speed, yeah. We need to reduce everyone's dodge, because everyone's dodge here sucks. Enraging Slight. Sucks, but not the worst. Biggest downside to this is the Flagellant is now in a bad position. But the Flagellant has... Because everyone has a move option. How many spaces they can move in combat is up to them. Is up to their class. I will always love that the Flagellant has forward 3. In other words, he runs straight back into the fight if you knock him back. Alright. Yeah, get the man-at-arms stressed down a bit. From there... Yeah, try lead... Again, I cannot say this enough. The servant needs to die first. Oof.
Hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
That is rough. Yeah. Alright, so the gestures at death's door. Alright. The servant has the ability to basically leave the fight and summon 3 more of the bugs. Generally speaking, it is one of the worst abilities. Yeah, Infallible Servitude gives him, was it 33% protection? 33 protection? Yeah. So everything takes a third less damage. Alright. Gestures on Death's Door, not much we can do about it though. Alright. So that should be bleed enough to die next turn. Alright. Alright, that sucks, but it's not the worst. Yeah, this is where we would want a regular healer. Yeah. Nice. Alright. The servant's gone. Yeah, get rid of at least some of the bleed. From there... Yeah, start accuracy. Yeah. Alright. There... 90% chance to hit. With the crit! Nice! Okay. The problem is... this one. Alright, not the worst. Just wish he would really hit the Flagellant instead. Man-at-Arms is built to take this damage, but still.
Stage for heroism or cowardice.
Alright. Start stacking up that blood. Yeah. This is where things get rough. Alright. Alright, get our accuracy. Yeah.
improvement.
Okay, there we go. Okay. That's whatever. Yep, he's down with death's door. And he's wasting, so I can't give him the last blood. Okay. Which did take him off death's door. Yeah. Then from there, we just bleed out the last one. Yeah. Nice.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright. Get you off death's door. Get you off death's door. Now, the thing is, even after you've taken them off the 0 HP death's door, there's a problem. They do a lingering stress remains where they get, for the rest of the quest, -2 accuracy, -5% death, damage, -1 speed, and +10% stress. So that's permanent the rest of the quest. Till we leave, that's it. Alright.
And now the true test. Hold
Alright.
fast or expire.
Yeah, and that was going to apply to either of them. So there. Alright. Next room's supposed to be empty, so hopefully it leads us somewhere. Alright, we can't see what this next room is supposed to be. Alright. And let's get some... Yeah, let's get these guys up into a little more presentable HP. Alright. Here we go. Alright. And... key? Yep. What we were looking for, the key. Okay. Now we just need to get through this fight. Not an easy prospect, but a possible one. Alright. Really? Resisted the bleed. Alright. Command. Honestly, it's your own stress down. From there... Yeah, start working off the... Oh!
Unbalanced.
And there he goes. His tested is... rapturous. What I once feared, I have become... Yeah. Yeah. Not the... One of the more rare status effects, but not the worst. Redeemed... both you and me. Yep, that's both their HPs handled. Yeah, of course they went after the Jester. By the way, the Jester can just freely move. He's back 3 or forward 3. He's wherever he wants to be. Alright. But yeah. We're gonna have him work on the stress.
Time to perform beyond one's limits.
Alright. From here. Nice. Alright, so that's the major threats they have dealt with. Alright. Now, nothing for nothing.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I'll say this. For not having an actual healer, we're doing really well. Alright. Alright, redeem you. Mostly just to redeem the Jester. Alright. Then... if I'm honest, move the man... move up. Yeah. And just start bleeding from one of them. Alright. Man-at-Arms can take it. Yeah. And... Nah. See about the... bolster. Then, slice off. Yeah, stack up that bleed. So that puts it at what? 8 damage with 7 HP, so it's dead. That one's dead.
Decimated.
And so's the front one. Exsanguinate.
Masterfully.
He's not gonna get much HP from it. If any.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah. And we'll call that good. Now... Because the big thing with this area is... And I'm sure...
A fortune.
Sharpened leather opener. Oh. Oh, that is... Sharpened leather opener. Plus 25% damage on melee skills and accuracy on melee skills. She only really has pick to the face. Still, extra dodge and accuracy and damage with no real drawback. Yeah. That is disgustingly good. Alright, but that was not the item we were looking for. So, onward we march.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness
How much more?
reveal themselves.
He's got 2 more rounds of it. So, next tick.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
Yep. Alright. And... I might as well get some more goodies.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. And last tick. Okay. So now we can just use... Oh, wrong person. He's full. Alright. So we can't heal him. And there's chance there's a fight on the other side of this door. Well, on the upside, he does get to heal first turn. Alright. Well, we'll keep looking. The upside is,
Mechanical hazards
no matter where you
possessed by
end,
evil intent.
no matter where you end, you will pick up immediately. Okay, so he gets 6 Sanguinate to heal first turn. And didn't get any bleed, unfortunately. But Harvest will allow us to start working towards bleeding these two. Jesus. Man, we are getting no fucking luck with these bleeds.
Returns even the boldest gaze.
Oh, that sucks. Alright. Yeah, he just marked the Flagellant. That means the Flagellant is going to take a ton of damage. Well, yeah, between the two of them, the large corpse eater is the more dangerous, just damage-wise. So let's stack as much bleed as possible. No, he's got the debuff, so he can't heal. So, nice! But it's resisting all the bleed. Wow. Like, yeah, it's got 100% bleed resist, so...
A singular strike.
There we go. And... bolster? Extra dodge. Here's hoping it's enough. Nope.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Alright. Howl, which is stress. Alright. Alright, do we still have the healing debuff? Yeah, it's one last more round. Alright. There.
Victory.
Corpse Eater's
Perhaps
dead.
a turning point.
Then slice off on the ghoul. Yep. Alright. Yeah. Just keep trying to bleed him. Skull toss, yeah, that's fine. I figure everyone's gonna stress break and we're about to leave, so. And Gordon is powerful.
Anger
Resets
is
his
power.
stress.
Unleash it.
Alright, that's the end of the healing debuff, so. Alright. We will redeem you and the Jester. There. Good amount of HP back. And start to keep bleeding the ghoul. Yeah.
Well struck.
Nice. Nothing? Alright. Yeah, we're all not getting out of this without being stressed, so that is what it is. Alright. We've got what works. Oh, and he just buffed everyone's damage, didn't he? Yep. Nice. Yeah, a virtue chance can change the whole fight on this game.
Their cursed
There we go.
champion falls.
Alright. Yep. Alright. We're not... Stress is where we're struggling, but we're not in a horrible position. Alright. At the very least, we can head back and... Yeah. Try to get back to the locked room. Okay. Do we want to pop this? Might as well.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
The bus would actually be worth more than the money, in my opinion. Because that'll access us upgrades. Alright. Yeah, we're getting a little... They're starting to get into craving again. And we could take the... I don't want to take the room battle, so we'll take the longer way round to the locked door. This is a success. Like, I don't care with anything else. This mission has been a success. Okay. More gold. Okay. Yeah. Now now extra fights can spawn when you backtrack through areas. So you're never completely safe. New traps, new enemies, but it still is a lesser rate than blind rooms. So just be aware that if you do want to backtrack, that is still safer. Alright. Alright. Lock gates. Alright, so... Nope. So maybe the... Okay. So there's a chance that the fight room there is what leads us to the key we need. Or... Because we cleaned that whole area out. And we've cleaned out pretty much every... Yeah. So the only place I can think of is that battle room down there. And... Yeah, how are we looking on food? We got one more potential trigger. So we won't even actually go into the fight. I'm just going to get us to that southern room to the south of it. On the off chance that that is what leads us to... that'll be where the key we need is. So I'm just going to get us in position for the next expedition. Alright. I mean, I'm trying not to justify not taking this fight right now, because we are fairly high up on stress. Alright. And you're wasting away now. Okay. Let's do this. Just to prove whether or not the key's here. Nope.
A dizzying blow.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have the Jester focus on keeping the flagellum alive if he survives this.
Injury.
Nope, that's his heart attack.
Palpable fear.
And Monk Bride. Powerful as well, okay.
Anger is power. Unleash it.
Alright. Alright. Jester has to heal. Yeah. On the upside, that does give us Exsanguinate right off the bat. She resisted the bleed, of course. Yeah, Harvest. Command. No, let's go for the extra dodge and less stress. Yep, she's gonna heal off that. Yep. But that does put her in front, but... Yeah. Wicked Half? Alright, so she should die of bleed next turn. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, okay. Now it's just the bugs who have an annoying amount of... Yeah, who have an annoying amount of dodge, but nothing truly nightmarish. Alright. This is like the Fishman party where they can get a good amount of damage on you if you let it creep up on you. Alright.
Precision
nice.
And power.
Alright, that one's dead. Then... You know what? Yeah. Guard the flagellum. Yeah. Alright. Bombing run. Yeah. Guard the flagellum, because that way the stress goes to the man-at-arms. Who has our lowest levels of stress right now? That's the trick. Slice off. Nice. Must have caught it on the wing. Yep, command. Oof. Okay. Don't know why he went for the corpse, but sure. Yep, one dead. Alright. Stress heal just a little. Alright. Bombing run, yeah. And we're good. Now the depressing part.
Push on to the task's end.
The key isn't here. Yeah. Folks, we've searched every spot there. The key isn't there, the key isn't there. Where the fuck is the key? The only place... a locked room. Oh boy. Well, we'll have to figure that out on our next expedition. For now, we've taken everything we can. These people are too roughed up, we gotta take them back, or risk losing them permanently.
Wounds to be tended. Lessons to be learned.
But we brought back all those relics along the bottom. Yeah.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Yes, we will. Alright, this week. Antiquarian, nah. We've got plenty of those. Alright. So with all those relics in hand... let's see. Got enough paintings to finish up gambling.
All manner of diversion and dalliance await those who cross the threshold with coin in hand.
Yeah. Alright, so we need 3 more paintings. Alright. So, the tavern is completed.
Maybe they can be inured against the horrors below.
Then what's left? How's the temple looking? Okay. We could finish off the cloister. Or, well, we're closer. Let's see. Alright. Getting the abbey finished up. Penance Hall we end up using
more. A man in a robe, claiming communion with the divine. Madness.
Alright. Oh my god. Okay, Baljat now has one of those unique annoying things that can happen. Baljat has both Tippler and let's see. What is it? In town will only drink. Oh. Oh, because he's a flagellant. Right, it's inherent because he's a flagellant. So we need to get rid of Tippler before he can actually... Right, we have to get rid of Tippler before he'll actually get any stress relief. Okay. So that's him taken care of. Boyle, drinks. Gordon. How's Montbray doing? Okay. And Gordon. Okay, so they'll feel better. And that'll just take a night on the inn. Let's see. Then from there, we've maxed out the survivalist. The stagecoach is maxed out. That's the tavern maxed out. It's just the sanitarium, the abbey, because the guild and the blacksmith were the first things I did. So the only thing left then is
an increasing stockpile of curious trinkets gathered from forbidden places.
The nomad wagon. where she'll start having trinkets on sale for cheaper and more. So if you have a specific trinket you're looking for, or if you just think you might need a little bit more, feel free. But that'll be the last of it. From there then, we can start saving up trinkets to start getting some of the districts. These will require the rare blueprints that you get from bosses. I have 8 of them. I've killed a lot of bosses. Where then we just need a lot of the relics and a bit of cash to get some fairly nice buffs. For example, Outsider's Bonfire. 2 additional respite points, so when you rest you get 2 extra points, so long as you have an Abomination, Hellion, or Leper in the party. The Athenium, the Antiquarian, the Occultist, and Plague Doctor all get plus 15% Blight skill and debuff skill chance. Knowledge Curios heal 15 stress. Then there's also the Training Ring, where the Arbalist, Houndmaster, Man-at-Arms, Musketeer, and Shieldbreaker get plus 4 accuracy, plus 10% max HP. The Altar of Light gives Crusaders, Vestals, and Flagellants extra stun resist and extra on their healing. House of the Yellow Hand, Bounty Hunter, Grave Robber, Highwayman, extra crit chance and scouting chance. The Sanguine Vintiers gives you 2 Bottle of Blood every week. The Puppet Theater, even if you don't pay for someone to be stress relieved, they just get 10 every week. Then the Granary, which is you get some extra free food and 15% extra healing when eating. The Cartographer's Map, Torchlight gives additional bonuses. The Bank, you get 5% of your gold back each week. The Red Hook, which is just you've spent a lot of time in this game. The other stuff is all from these are extra buffs gained, and another reason to go after, the mill. But it's middling at best. Alright. Now we have a problem, is that path is locked on us. So we need to work up at least, well, ideally both our Vestals. Yeah. Alright, so that doesn't get me anything. Ooh. That's actually really good. The Gunslinger's Buckle. Plus 20% damage and 15 accuracy on range skills, which Highwaymen have some of the best range skills. I no longer have Dismas, but it's not a bad thing to have. Mantra of Fasting. Let's see. Crusader's Orders. Pagan Talisman. Plus 25% damage versus Fanatics. So all the cultists we come across. And minus 10% stress. That's not bad, actually. But that's hidden behind a long one in the cove. Which... I don't have a Plague Doctor, do I? Nope. Be too much to ask for. Oh well. Well, I think we've been going for long enough, because frankly, I'm kind of tired. I worked earlier today. Well, we can do one more. Nah, I'm not completely out of it yet. Okay. So, let's see. What would get? Fresh air in the tunnels, which would get us Bumper Crop, which is free food. Warrens, this would get us... Actually, that isn't bad, but I don't have enough people who would really benefit from that. Yeah. Short Champion. bullseye bandana, but that's only for the arbalist. Yeah, just because I need to start working up some of our lower levels. Alright, so let's see. 90% of rooms in the Weald. You know... Okay. Yeah, this will be a nice, easy one. Yeah, just something nice, quick, and easy for him. Alright. So, we've got several people who will be considered a healer. Okay. So the occultist is extra dodge. In his case in particular, you know what? You know what? I'll just do the basic extra HP and extra dodge. That's just good. Marillac, our arbalist. The extra healing skills, less stress, yeah. And just 3% additional crit chance. Our Vestal, yeah, just healing buff. And Auvray, our leper. Yeah, I can see it. Stun, light, bleed, resist. And then just... accuracy? Or... just HP to counter the loss? Yeah. So he's only really losing 2 speed. Down to 2 speed. Okay. I can see it. So then the other thing is, with the setup we have, let's look at our skills. So, he's far back enough he could still use Abyssal Artillery. If I'm honest, Sacrificial Stab, the Pull, honestly, the Weakening Curse, yeah. Alright. Marillac has her target, Suppressing Fire, Blind Fire. Okay, maybe not Rallying Flare. Bola isn't bad, but I think Suppressing Fire will be more useful here. You are front line, so actually we're not going to give you Divine Grace. You're just going to heal the whole party. Hand of Light, Mace Bash, and Judgment. Yeah. Then Withstand. Yeah, sure. And yeah, he's got what he really needs. Or, rather than Intimidate, we'll go with Purge. Because Purge clears corpses, knockbacks an enemy, but more importantly, adds 5 extra accuracy. Alright. So this should be a short, quick one. So, full stack of food just to be kind to our guys. 2 shovels. And... excuse me. Full stack of torches. That should be about it. We'll take a key in case we get lucky. But other than that, we're fine. Let's go. Out into the wild of the Weald.
I knew all these paths once. Now they're as twisted as my own ambitions.
Yep. But we'll look to correct that. By the way, if you investigate this and you have some herbs, you can get a ton of food. Alright, first room. Nice. Alright, slimes aren't that dangerous on their own. but you should be aware that they can resurrect each other.
Another one falls.
So that could be the real difficulty.
Continually onslaught. Destroy.
Sacrificial stab. Nice. But got them in one round.
Seize this momentum. Push on
Alright.
to the task's end.
Alright, not the worst. And we do have 2 shovels, so that went about as well as could be expected.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yep. But we'll make it in time. Alright. And remember, this is just explore 90% of the rooms.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Yeah, we're fine. So, one thing we can do to help reduce her dodge, marker. Then she has little chance. Hand of light. Nice. Sacrificial stab. Or... yeah, go ahead. Purge? Yeah.
Executed
Nice.
with impunity.
Yep, our first stressful attack. Oh well. Slime. Slimy. Ah, man. Alright. Mace bash. And yeah. And the new slime comes. Alright. Let's snipe.
Destroyed.
Okay, so she's gone. So that's there.
Another abomination cleansed from
Just
our
need to
lands.
get through these guys. Easy. Which is kind of the point, this is an apprentice dungeon.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
I mean, it's literally called an apprentice dungeon. This is for the people who haven't gotten their legs, real legs for the real fight yet. Who's got the best? 70, 70. Alright, averages out about 70. And fucked it up.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Alright. So, scout, but nothing found. Alright. Only, what, 2, 3 more rooms and we're done? So, we'll have to head to the east, half of the map. Now, the question then becomes, north or south? Which is the way we should go? Do you pick in a particular way? I know for me, I just kind of
Nature
pick
herself,
randomly.
a victim to the spreading corruption.
I've heard people have some theories on, you know, it's always this way or that. Alright. Game's being real kind to us. Alright.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
They're being kind, so how bad is this?
Blood.
Nope. Alright. Well, do we end it with a fight? Nah. We'll play the coward route. We'll get there with no fight and get the victory. Alright, extra goodies.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
After all, we're doing this mission for XP more than anything.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
Alright. Aubrey is now level 3, so that's something. Of course, our Vestal got Enlightened, Eldritch Hater, and the Red Plague. What's the Red Plague? 75% disease resist, gone. 10% of your HP, gone. 5% of your crit, gone.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Yeah, get rid of that shit right away. Alright, so we get 6 additional recruits. Let's see what we find. Let's see. Only 2 3s. Okay. The Highwayman is a fantastic damage dealer, so I'll definitely take him.
Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue.
And... yeah. Nothing really there. Well, I guess we'll take the Occultist, because extra healers are always welcome.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Alright, so not the worst, but you can see how I could have gotten 2, 3 more people and been perfectly fine. I didn't, but I could have. Alright. So, like I said though, I'm starting to get a little sleepy. I worked today, and today was day 6 of 6 days shifts, so I'm a little worn down for tonight. So I'm going to call it here. I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of Darkest Dungeon. I hope you all have been enjoying, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.